Far too kind.
What's up, everybody? We're back for another episode of the That's My Slime podcast. Episode 13, fellas.
For
13, and it's Friday the 13th.
Hey, okay.
What?
Okay.
That's wild.
Thank you, Slimes, for tuning back in or tapping back in.
Tapping back in.
Tapping in.
Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button. Need all that.
Yo, for real, man.
For real.
Actually, let's put this out there in the beginning now. We have an email box. That's my slime podcast at gmail.com.
We need to just leave it like...
Leave it right there on there.
On the screen.
Whatever. We're letting them know
tight.
now. If y'all ever have any topics that you guys want us to talk about, any questions you have,
Put in the comment section.
in the comment section, or just shoot us an email.
Yeah.
Comment section. I don't think people use email.
Yeah, seriously, because I'm running out a lot of ideas. I'm empty.
It's rough out here.
So,
Nah, I'm lying.
how was your week, though?
It was interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's been a chill.
Spud?
It's been a long week for me, but it's been productive. But sounds like Brogan got something to tell us because he said it's interesting.
Let's talk about it. How's that, How's that? What are you
What's that
drinking
you
on?
drinking, Brogan?
I mean, the finest tap available.
It's definitely filtered.
Distilled at least 3
Fiji?
times.
Voss? Is it Voss?
It's vase. Peasant.
All right.
Pristine crystal glass.
So, no, seriously, tell us
14
about...
karat gold trim.
Tell us about your interesting week.
Yeah. So,
Some
quick question to
gravelly-
you two. Has anybody ever mistaken you for being gay before?
Nope. Well, that was easy.
It's a quick
Yeah,
answer.
Nah, Chief. I don't think I've ever been.
Yeah, maybe it's a culture thing or something or maybe it's a white thing because
It's not a white thing, man.
I get confused for that. Like I get confused for that a lot. Like I don't think I act.
It's
gay
not
or
a
anything.
white thing, though.
I don't think I act gay or anything.
Why is it always...
I don't think I
Race.
I don't think I look gay or anything. You're the one to say why is it always race?
All right,
Okay.
what are you talking about?
So
Your hair is combed.
So you brought up
my hair's combed.
Yeah.
So you brought up. You asked this question.
So-
why are you asking us this question?
So basically, one of my coworkers was making some jokes at me, and I was like, it's cool, it's whatever. And then we're talking about
Did you fire back?
No, not really. I was just letting shit roll off. So
What was she joking about?
basically making some gay joke or whatever.
Saying...
And then so basically kind of give me a hard time. Like I said, I was going to the wedding,
She would have had to get these hands,
and then
Nah, you
these
got-
metaphorical hands.
so they metaphorical hands. Everybody's equal. So they were talking about how I was talking about how they played some Spanish music there, and I was dancing to it. They're like, "Oh, that was a real Mexican wedding." And it's like, you need to go to a Mexican wedding because I said it was. Grant said he was an Hawaiian, and that the bride was black, so they kind of had to mix it up there. They're like, "Oh, you need to go to a Mexican wedding." I was like, "I've been to some, and like probably mine will probably be that." And they're like, "Why? You got a little Mexican guy on the side?" And I was like, "Man, what? I was like, what the fuck?" I was like, "Nah," and I just rolled it off. I was like, "Nah." I was like, "I prefer Puerto Rican women, you know." So then I was like, "What's up with the gay jokes and stuff?" She goes, "I thought you were at first, but nah, after talking with you." I was like, I can tell you're not." And I was like, "Okay, that's pretty weird. Why would you think I was?"
That is very disrespectful.
So I was like, why did you think I was? She goes, "I don't know." I was like, "You look delicate." And I was like, "Man, what the fuck?" I was like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "I have no idea what the fuck that means." I was like, "Are you saying I look like a bitch or something?" I was like, "I'll go file a fucking suit right now."
Yo, she's-
You look delicate.
I was like,
I've never heard no shit like
I've
that.
never, and they were like, I can't explain it. I was like, nah, you gonna explain it. But I was like, it's whatever. So then one of my other coworkers, I was like, "Yo, do I look weak to you?" They're like, you on the thin side a little bit. And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Fuck this place."
Oh, because of your stature.
Yeah, because of my build. So I was like, man, I was like, whatever. I'm in shape. I don't care. That's fine. So then later, I was just kind of giving some jokes back. Like they would say something and be like, oh, are you going to do this? And I was like, nah, my delicate body can't handle that. They're like, oh, you just blowing it over proportion. I was like, nah, it's just a joke. Okay. I was like, I still don't know what you mean by that. They're like, I can't explain it.
Okay.
I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, is it my face? Is one of those dudes you think I'm like too pretty for a man or something? It's like, is that what it? And they're like, no. I was like, oh, so you think I'm frail, like a bitch? And she was like, no. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm off this then. So then I started thinking about it. It's just, I also had, like, there's been other times where, like, gay dudes have hit on me, like, even when we've been out, and I'm like, nah, like, I'm good.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So which part? She's saying I'm delicate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's funny that gay dudes hit on me. So...
Shut up, Jessica. Let the man finish.
So then, what was funny, I was like, so why did it matter? And she's like, well, one of my friends, more like one of the other coworkers here, kind of was into you. I was like, so you were just scoping? So you couldn't just come up and just ask. You just had to come out and just be
dude?
like, yeah.
Ooh, shoot.
And I was like,
She was trying to set up that lob.
And I was like, yeah, it's like flattered, but nah, that's a no-go for me.
What do you look
partner.
like?
I don't know who it is.
You didn't ask who was that?
Why the fuck would I ask?
I don't know.
Who is it?
A good-looking dude? Oh, at least
Nah,
he's cool.
I'm good.
At least he cool looking. Ain't no ugly dude looking at me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you a man's man.
Weird.
You a man's man. All right. Okay.
You being weird.
I'm cool.
So, why would it matter? They're people. Shouldn't matter what they look like.
I mean,
Matters what's on the inside.
So what else happened, bro?
But what if an ugly girl was trying to talk to you versus...
I'd be like,
If a
yo.
girl was like, my friend wants to talk to you,
Am I drunk?
you going to be like, what she look like? And then you're like, oh, okay. That's what's up.
But I'm attracted to
But am I
women.
drunk?
No, regardless, you can be like, oh, okay, just curious what she look like.
But I'm attracted to women, so I'm going to want to know what she looks like.
Okay.
And if she wasn't my speed, then I'd be like,
If I'm drunk,
I
we
was
can
like-
get it in. All right, no, I'm lying.
it's like, oh, I'm good. I was like, I'm real flattered. I am, but, I'm married.
Is that what you
I don't see no fucking ring.
Is that what you told the dude?
I don't know who the fuck the dude is. How am I going to tell him?
Oh, sorry.
So
You could have just did that and kept it pushing. Like, I appreciate it,
I'm not going to lie, but I'm just going to be like, no, I'm good.
Nigga said,
I ain't know.
Nigga said,
Wow, stop.
He said nothing.
he said, I'm flattered.
I mean,
But I'm married. Sorry, bro.
I'm married. Hey, sorry, man. I mean, if I wasn't,
So what else? What else?
I just think it's like weird. Like I said, I don't know. It's just like
So they never told you why?
why they thought I looked like delicate or something. No, I never got a fucking explanation for that. But I just think it's weird because look up. It's like, see, I just rolled with it. I thought it was funny.
Okay.
And then I was like, nah, I'm good. And then after that, it was like, whatever. It didn't get brought back up. But the thought about it is that how weird is it? Like, women, you could do that to a man and we just roll with it. But if you tried to do that, if you as a man tried to do that to somebody else, you asking to end up as a hashtag or something. Because you want
What
to be
exactly are you saying?
like, if you went up to another man and was like, man, I thought you were gay at first. And be like, man, what the fuck? I was like, why would I be gay? And like basically cause problems right there.
I'm going to HR.
Yeah. And then, or if you go up to a girl, I thought you were gay. Your hairstyle, the way you dress. They'd be like, what the fuck? Hashtag.
They have something at work.
Hashtag.
There's just like gay dude at work. And they had a baby shower at work. And somebody
The
bought
gay dude?
No. They had a baby shower for one of the guys who's having twin daughters.
Damn.
Or granddaughters.
Wow.
So they had a baby shower for him. So they got him a couple little gifts. And
A couple gifts.
one of the gifts was butt paste. And
Okay.
and so everybody everybody chip in and they just get the girls go and buy a bunch of shit, right?
Right.
So everybody writes, just names on them or whatever.
Right.
Not thinking about it, they put the gay dude's name on the butt paste.
Oh my God.
Not thinking about. They said they wasn't thinking about it. So when the dude opened it and was like butt paste, and they saw the dude's name, stop. So he opened it, saw butt paste, and saw the dude's name, and he went over and leaned over, and was like, "What is this? Is this some type of like gay thing or what?" It was like, "No, it's for a fucking diaper, like diaper rash. You put the butt paste on." But immediately he associated the butt paste with the gay dude and thought something weird.
Some wild shit.
Yeah. So
I'm sick.
So,
Yo, them. What is those? The admins that did that?
Yeah.
They fucked up for that.
Yeah.
They found. They
That
know,
low-key
and they
did on
know
purpose.
because he wild with it.
Yeah.
So why'd they do that? They knew what name they put on.
We
that.
wasn't thinking about
Nah,
it.
they
It was
knew
just an innocent joke.
No, females be plotting. They know what they did.
Yeah.
Straight
Like
up.
I said, I wasn't really tripping about it, but what I thought is like I couldn't be in that position and do something like that to like a chick and being like, oh, I thought you were gay because of this and that. Like, you know what? There probably are some cool chicks out there that would probably just roll with it and be like, oh, that's kind of funny, but nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But then but nowadays you never know where they could just be like, man, what the fuck? It's like, did you just assume my gender and all that shit?
Yeah, and then even the straightest looking ones look.
What?
Even the ones that look very straight, maybe to you, could be really gay at the same
Oh yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
Apparently, I'm the reverse man version of that. 'Cause apparently,
Oh, no,
people
G.
think I'm fucking like Metro and all this other shit, but I'm just like, nah, I'm just
you're just very in tune.
You're just well groomed.
well taken care of.
There you go.
That's it.
I'm moisturized.
Or you're
Yeah.
very in tune with your feminine side.
Okay, all
Delicate
right.
flower. I'll pick that shit. Pause.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
All right. On to the next topic.
Let's talk about let's talk about balls.
What's your
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
Basketball.
All right.
Oh my God.
Joe Johnson, 1 year deal with the Pistons.
Let's go pick up.
Good pickup, right?
Partially guaranteed.
Yeah.
Partially guaranteed.
I don't know about him going to the Pistons, but
At least he's playing.
yeah, he's playing. But
It'll be smooth.
I feel like he could have been
Him.
good a couple places.
Derrick Rose.
That is true. They did get
Blake
Derrick
Griffin.
Rose. They're pretty set. They
Yeah,
might make
they're
an eighth.
solid.
They might make a seventh or eighth.
That's a good person off the bench. For sure.
I think I saw on ESPN, they asked him what he thought about his deal. He said it was cool, at least he's still playing. But he said he got a lot of text messages from like other players asking about what about Melo? Like,
Yeah.
What about Melo?
What can you do for Melo?
Right.
And he was like, nothing I could do. Like, I
Yeah.
can't put
It ain't on me.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. Like,
Yeah.
if I get the job offer, well, I'm a.
So they were asking him what about Melo?
Yeah.
Okay, I must have misheard because I watched that interview with Rachel Nichols, and I thought they were asking her what about Melo.
Asking Rachel Nichols.
Like, because she was asking other people about it because she's a reporter.
okay.
So. Or maybe it was both.
Right.
Maybe. What do y'all think? What about Melo?
I don't know. For Joe Johnson, that doesn't really matter. What about Melo? You know what I mean? Just due to the fact that he's focused on himself. But I think Melo still should be signed somewhere.
Melo could definitely still play basketball still.
So here's where I think people kind of like,
And I'm not saying as a starter. That's not what I'm saying.
confused. This is where I kind of think people kind of like,
And I think Joe Johnson knows he's not going to be a starter.
Right.
blend
Right,
the
he's
lines here a
accepted
little
that.
bit.
Yeah.
Is because that's a good point. But even in that interview with Stephen A. Smith, is that Melo talked about, he's like, oh, I was immature when I was making my decision with New York. And it's like, he's like, I was immature when I made this decision about this. It's like, and I wasn't in the best mind state when I went to OKC. I'm like, dude, that was 2 years ago. I was like, now you suddenly have this revelation that I get it now. It's like you say you get it because you don't have a job.
But you could
Sometimes you need to
have
be at your lowest point,
You could have
though.
like a realization at this point because he during the OKC shit wasn't he going through all that stuff that was going on with Lala, his wife, when he had alleged.
You can chalk that up to immaturity.
Right, but then you.
I know. I think that was before he went to OKC. I think he was still in NY when that happened. I think it was right before he got traded. But he's saying that he made immature decisions with Denver.
Yeah.
He made immature decisions with New
Right.
York. He's made immature decisions, and it's like basically at some point during that interview, I didn't hear him once. Like he's saying, I was immature and all that, but it's never once that I feel like he took responsibility, saying that, oh, like, I didn't want to come off the bench. It's like he was blaming.
Maybe that's what it is.
But he
'Cause
was like,
said I made immature decisions, and that can be part of.
But he was talking about I made an immature decision about taking the money with that or forcing the trade and doing all this that. He's never taken responsibility about like I'm the one who didn't want to come off the bench. I'm the one who didn't want to do this.
It depends on what point in his career we're talking about coming off the bench. Because if he was in that point, that's different. Maybe like if he would, when he made the decision with New York instead of going to Miami, if he would have went to Miami, he definitely should not have been coming off the bench.
No, that was still prime Melo.
Yeah. But the OKC thing,
or even going to the Bulls, he could have gone to Chicago. He said the Chicago deal was done.
OKC though, he just came off a deal when he was with New York, right? And he was the franchise player.
He's all they had, and it was New York, and they weren't winning when they had.
Now you got to take a back seat. That's different for the ego.
But on top of that, when he was in New York, his entire tenure there, their best moments was when, and I know you don't agree with this, but their best moments basically with him as a Knick was when Jeremy Lin was going crazy. That was the
His
highlight.
best moments?
I don't agree with that.
That entire 4 years he was with New York.
I don't think that's the.
They went to the playoffs, didn't they? Without Jeremy Lin there?
No, they went there.
Without Jeremy Lin there.
They went there with him too.
I don't think that's the best moment he had.
No, not Melo personally, but I'm saying as the team.
Knicks. Oh,
the
okay.
Knicks.
Okay.
That was basically the highlight of it. And then the minute Melo saw somebody else getting that, the minute Jeremy Lin was about to get paid, because Houston offered him that contract, and New York was like, they were deciding to match it or not, and Melo came out and said, he's like, New York can decide to match that crazy contract. And basically kind of gave his stamp of disapproval right there. It's basically he did not like that somebody else was kind of getting the spotlight, especially somebody of like Jeremy Lin's stature, because he wasn't a star, but he was becoming a well-known player. He didn't want to share that spotlight with somebody like that. So he was like, okay, let me sabotage this.
Well, what does Melo's voice or opinion got to do with anything that GMs and owners have to say?
Come on now.
You know what
He's
I'm saying?
a franchise player. Come on now.
I don't know. If Houston was going to give him the money, then they gave him the money, right?
Yeah, he went to
They
Houston.
paid him.
Yeah.
And then he got traded like shortly after that, right?
He was there for
went
about
to LA.
3 years.
He went to LA?
Yeah, he got traded on his last year.
Was it 3 years that he was with Houston?
Mm-hmm. Because he was there when Harden went there first.
And then that didn't work out well.
No, they didn't have the same caliber type of players, but those two
and
worked
then
well
he went
together.
to LA,
Those two played well together.
and that still didn't go well.
LA at the time, you talking about how trash that team was?
He played side by side with Kobe.
I mean,
And he also waved Kobe off and hit game winners.
You can say the same
One.
thing with the Knicks.
One.
Yeah.
You can say the same thing with the Knicks, though. Carmelo went to New York with no one when no one wants to go to New York. No one wants to go to New York.
First off, that wouldn't have started without Amari.
But no one wants to go to New York, though.
Amari started that. Everybody underrates how Amari affected that. Amari basically brought the Knicks back to relevance, and that's when Melo was like, oh, I'm ready to go. I want to go now, because they had them. They had signed Tyson Chandler.
But no one, even when Amari was there, no superstar wants to play in New York still.
But Amari was a superstar then.
He wasn't a superstar. Though.
Yes, he was. He was
wasn't.
just coming off the Suns. That was Suns Amari. Why do
Broken
you,
knees.
Why do you? Why do you,
he
no?
was
They had
hurt.
insurance on him for that.
But he was. That's what I'm saying.
That sounds crazy. You got insurance on your knees?
No, the Suns wanted to put insurance on him, but he hadn't had knee problems for a couple seasons. But he was getting older.
I want
So
to
he
get.
wasn't a superstar.
Can I get
He wasn't coming
insurance
off
on my
his best
knees?
Games. I mean, best years. His best years was in.
I wonder how you get
In
insurance
Phoenix,
on
but
your
he had a great couple years there, and then he
had
got
a
hurt.
cool couple games.
Couple games.
I mean, he had 1 year was good.
They were tied with Boston for the best team in the East when the
1
season
year was
started.
good. 1 year the season started. We talking about the end of the season.
No,
he had
I'm
one
saying,
good.
like,
he had one good season.
The first
with
quarter.
them.
Okay, think about that. He had one good season with them, and then halfway through that first season, Melo forced his way there. Basically, decimated their
What
team.
I'm saying is, one
when he could have
person
gone in
is
free
the
agency.
only one that wants to go there.
So, but back to what we were saying.
But nobody wanted to go there at all. Melo would not have forced his way there. Melo would not have forced his way there
don't
if
know that.
Amari had started.
You don't know that.
He would have gone from Denver, who
you're
was
assuming,
Western.
you're assuming that.
Okay,
So-
but you're assuming that nobody else wanted to go there.
So back
No
to
one else
what
did
we
want to
back
go
to what
there.
we were saying though is that
that's not
Melo deserves a job somewhere, and
Where?
somewhere, anywhere.
But where?
But I don't think he should be starting. That's not what I'm not saying he should be a starter.
But should he be a 9th to 15th man?
He should be on a team. He should be on the
he's
Lakers. He should be on the Nets.
What role? 9th to 15th?
It doesn't matter.
Whatever role Jared Dudley plays.
Jared Dudley would be like a 6 to 8.
Who's a better player?
So whatever role Jared Dudley plays.
It's not. It's more than that.
Who's a better player? I'm just asking.
Overall, Carmelo.
Okay.
But as a team and a role player, which what Melo would be put into that role, as a role player, I would take Jared Dudley as a role player.
So if
I think
Carmelo wanted to say, okay, I'm going to take this role player position and play my role as a role player,
I'd have to see it to believe it.
I'm just saying,
but you got to pull the trigger on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I would rather give it to him than anybody else that's out there being.
But he's not a good 3-point shooter, and that's primarily what he's going to be used for.
He is a good 3-point shooter. He's been in a
right.
slump. He's been in a slump
For 3 years.
Better than Jared Dudley.
He is a good 3-point shooter
For 3 years?
Yes, because of what he's used to is dribbling the ball and shooting, not catching and shooting.
I mean, he didn't do that well in OKC.
I agree with you.
And then when he went to Houston.
But what I said is I agree with you because his role in OKC was to catch and shoot. But when he was in New York, it was like I'm dribbling, I get my rhythm, and then I pull.
A couple shots.
So that's
So
different.
I feel like he's not going to break that habit, though. But when he went to Houston, when they said, hey, we shoot threes here.
Right.
And they put that in his head, we shoot threes.
But they only gave him a week, and then they said bye.
They gave him 10 games.
That's a week.
You play 10 games in a week? The fuck you playing? This ain't the big
That's
three.
a wreck.
This ain't the big three.
I'm playing at the rec.
Include lifetime.
I'm playing at LA Fitness.
So he straight up, first time he gets open, he pump fakes from a 3.
And takes a 2.
Goes to the elbow.
It made it.
But he was like,
And he made it.
But that's
he
his
took a
game.
smart shot.
That's his
that's
game.
an ineffective shot.
That's a smart shot.
That's a low percentage shot.
No, it's not.
Just because you make
Closer
it does
to
not
the
make it.
basket is a lower percentage shot.
A long 2? Yes. Are you serious?
Okay, I'm done.
It's a low percentage shot.
He said K.
That's what stats are.
Yo.
You sipping off that wine.
It's not a lower percentage shot.
Delicate.
It is.
Closer shots to the basket are not lower percentage shots.
No, stop. That's not true.
A three-point-
In
a
today's
three-pointer?
NBA, it is going to be more effective to take a
It doesn't
3
matter
than a
if
long
it's
2.
today or tomorrow, next year. It doesn't matter. Back then,
It is a lower percentage
the
shot
higher
to take a
percentage
mid-range
shot
than either.
is by the basket.
It's either by the basket or at the 3-point line. Those are the most effective shots.
Is that
mid-range?
the most effective, or is that
crazy.
just how the game is played today?
That's how the
It's
game
both.
is played today.
No, it's both.
It's not the more effective shot.
It's both. The only people I would ever trust taking mid-range jump shots is going to be Kawhi. That's probably it. Kawhi,
DeMar
and
DeRozan,
Chris Paul.
Dwayne Wade,
I'll give him
LeBron
that.
James.
I'll give him that. Dwayne Wade
Yes.
He only shot
Mid-range.
What are you talking about?
Come on, bro.
now.
Yes.
No, not just now.
Now, back then, before,
He didn't shoot threes like that.
He was always at the basket though.
the higher percentage shot is closest to the rim. Yes. Layup. That's the highest percentage shot.
Yes.
As you scoop back, it's still the higher percentage shot. The 3 is the most, unless you're fucking Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
I agree with you that point.
It's
If
with
you're
anybody.
Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, no.
It's with anybody.
So you're giving you rather have Draymond Green shoot a 3 than shoot a
then
a
shoot
2?
a long 2. Yes.
Nah, Chief.
I mean, I would. I just rather two than.
Because here's the thing.
I see what
Say
you're saying.
where the rug is right here.
I see what you're saying.
Where
That's just
the
not
rug is right here, that's a 3, and then you take a couple steps in, that's a 2. You might as well take the couple inches step back and then just shoot the 3. That is a more effective shot for the game. Because why are you going to take? Why would you take? Like,
You
I see
said
what you're saying.
yeah,
more effective.
yes,
Like it has more impact on the game, or is it more high percentage shot?
both.
I don't know.
It is.
I don't agree with you, but that's okay. We can.
That's fine.
We can agree to
You don't have
disagree.
to.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Gen
I agree.
Zers.
And I agree with both of you guys.
Well, nobody cares.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We just hate on him. I agree with everybody. Shut up. Nobody cares.
Can we all just get along?
What you have to say, hippie?
All right. Next topic.
Fucking hippie.
Sean
New
Livingston
age.
retiring after 15 years in the league. What a career for that man.
R.I.P. to a legend's career.
Hey, best
career.
NBA comeback ever.
Yep.
Completely shattered.
We'll
his
see
fucking
how
knee.
Melo turns out.
Did you see?
No, I mean injury wise. Like
Yeah.
That's a joke. Ha
That's a terrible joke. You shot a 3. You shot a long 2. That's what you just did.
Okay, way to use it. Way to use my analogies against me. I like that. Don't be using them jokes if you don't believe it either, punk.
I agree with both you guys.
Yeah, he did say that.
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
But he has the best NBA comeback, I think, of from an injury.
Yeah, for sure.
Of all time.
Oh, for sure.
What did he do? He tore his ACL, MCL.
Is it
patella?
PCL?
PCL? It was like almost every damn ligament in his knee.
His knee.
Is it?
Did you see how it happened? Did you see what he did?
I don't know, bro. Yeah, it was nasty, and it was what it wasn't.
He just went.
Was it after the play or was it
right?
No, I don't think it was.
He got fouled, and he got fouled and was putting it up, and then he immediately went.
Yeah, it landed funny. That's a oof. Came back
mentally.
Now came back
crazy.
I couldn't imagine the pain he was in.
And now, how many championships does he have? 3 or 4?
3.
Two. No, yeah.
He has 3. He's been on that team that whole time.
Yeah. They won one, then lost, then won.
That first year, he's a big reason why.
Hell yeah,
they won that shit. Because
I would take his mid range because that's all he could do.
There you go.
I would take his mid range.
He's not shooting no 3 for me.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see his jump shot for him take a 3. That shit would have been weird.
It would have been a lot of push.
He said,
but he's a big reason why they won that first ring.
Absolutely.
Because when they were up 10,
put him in the post. Couldn't do that. You couldn't do nothing.
If they ever had to keep a lead, just be like, hey man, we just need to keep trading baskets. You go out there and do it.
We're up 10. Just keep it. You know, we need Steph and Clay to get a little bit of rest. 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Just put you in the pocket.
Keep the lead 5 to 10 for me.
And he was averaging.
Say no more, coach.
He was averaging a smooth.
He was averaging
10, 15.
Yeah. That's crazy. Just think it's like that shit's inspirational to have something like that where because a lot of his game, he was supposed to be the point guard that was going to start the rebuild of not only big point guards again, but the Clippers.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that drafted. It was supposed to be him, Q, and Darius Miles, Corey Maggette, and Elton Brand, and all them. It was supposed to be them.
That's a tough group.
That's
a tough group.
And then if he would have panned out, they would have been elite. I know he would have.
Yeah.
And then just to have to reinvent your whole game. And the fact that he dunked on some because the Cavs are the ones that brought him back. And then he ended up dunking on somebody. Mm-hmm. And people went crazy because he dunked. And then when he came back, he landed because he was running when he was doing it. He was coming down baseline. And he dunked. And he landed like this on his feet. And then he just went back. And everyone was like, oh. Whole crowd went silent. And he got up and ran.
He landed all gingerly like, oh.
I was like, oh, thank God.
I saw a highlight the other day when he hit James Harden with the in and out behind the back.
That was
with the dunk.
Saucy.
I was like, yeah, but it's James Harden, so that don't really count.
It don't matter.
That don't count.
Anybody.
James Harden would just stood there anyway. Even if he didn't cross, he would just let him go by him. So that don't count.
Dang.
But it's nice move.
James Harden makes people James Harden stands there when he crosses people.
Well, Sean Livingston had a great career.
Hall of Fame.
He might. I don't think so. He might scrape his way in there,
that
but
team might make it by being associated with the team
in like 2045.
Yeah. He'll make it as part of that team.
As when he's like Bill Russell's age, and they still be toting him to the game.
The honorary.
They be treating him like shit, bro.
Like the.
They be treating him like shit.
Come on,
bro.
Bill, present this trophy. Get your ass up there.
He don't even want to be there.
No.
And he's just like,
and they be just dragging him around.
It's like, go ahead.
The most upbeat I've seen him is when when they panned to him, and he was sticking his middle fingers up.
And he flipped.
At the Shaq's Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah. That's the most like upbeat active I've seen that guy.
He flipped everybody.
They still
off.
be having his old self just walk up on that stage and be like, "Hey man, give him the trophy."
I don't even think he
Throw
can
it to
hold
him.
the trophy.
And he's just like, "Give me that shit."
Yeah.
What do y'all think about Team USA, man? I mean, don't forget it's FIBA. But like we said,
we giving them hope.
NBA is the best 400, 450 in the world, supposedly.
So don't get me wrong.
But we're losing against NBA players.
That's what I was going to bring up. It's like they have NBA players on the other teams, but it's not a full roster of NBA players, that's the part that's killing me.
But technically, you only need a couple. It's the same thing with the NBA.
But the NBA, I mean,
LeBron,
USA,
07.
But
I rest my case.
USA has the whole. That's all NBA players. Mm-hmm. And you can't get it done.
I think it came down to a little bit of coaching, even though it was Pop.
I don't know. I seen
Because Rudy Gobert, how you let Rudy Gobert drop 21 on you?
I mean,
because
can
you
we
put
say that
undersized
they're
on
just
him.
a young team too?
I don't give a shit about that.
You NBA, you're supposed to be great. Jason Tatum trying to break out. He got his role now.
Yeah, just got his Jordan a deal. Like, what
And
you
Jalen
mean?
Brown.
Well,
and Kemba.
I got
You got all
Kemba
the
ain't young, but
you
he's
got
supposed
all
to be
the
out
Sixer
here.
players on there, and I mean the Celtics player, and they can't get it done.
They trash, man.
Boo boo ass Celtics.
Hey, y'all chill with the disrespect.
And also, I think
My
any
Celtics.
person that goes to Jordan Brand, you don't win it anyway.
Jordan's a curse.
Melo's out here. He
Melo-
got all the fucking
I mean, a championship.
all the accolades when it comes to
Olympics?
yeah.
I mean, because he was riding a Nike person's coattails.
What that mean?
But he's
He
still
was
Jordan.
performing.
He's still Jordan.
Kobe
Like,
and LeBron.
He was performing.
They were the leaders. And
I
they
don't
were
know
just
that-
like, oh, here you
Don't
go. You're
matter.
open.
At least he came in.
So
doing his
a
thing.
little clip that I seen though is like you can see Kemba run down the shot clock. He's calling for screens. Nobody's coming and setting screens.
I think they're just
he's
a little
getting upset,
inexperienced, man.
and then he pulls up,
They're
and then,
inexperienced.
or he doesn't even get a shot off. Like, and then the shot clock goes off. It's like it doesn't matter if you inexperienced, my nigga. Pass the ball
man.
around. It's not about you getting yours.
Yeah, he got to get his. He got to show what he's worth. What's his contract?
Nah.
He gotta,
And that's why everybody on that team right now ain't gonna be there when it comes to 2020.
Yeah.
Hey, watch your mouth.
No one's from that starting five.
Who?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Celtics. I was like,
No. Yeah, well,
don't be
that
saying
team, that whole group from the Celtics may not be
oh,
there.
yeah.
You know
no,
the-
I thought you were talking about like nobody on the Celtics team will be on the Celtics.
No.
in
I mean,
2020.
nobody on the
I'd
current
cry.
USA team will be on that USA team when it comes to the Olympics in 2020.
There's 4 Celtic players.
Well, starters wise.
One thing I thought was funny is how Jerry Colangelo, he's like, I'll remember this come the Olympics.
There's 4.
And it's-
Is there 4 Celtics players on the Olympic team?
yeah, it's like 3 or 4.
Yeah. And then I was like, a lot of people were like, Melo wanted to play for Team USA.
And he probably would have been a great person to have on the
It'd have been cool to have there.
It's-
But then I understand why they said they wouldn't bring him because they're like, listen, if we sign Melo and say he doesn't play as much, then we're just going to get nothing but media attention. Be like, how are you going to, and it's going to be questions every day. How are you going to do this with Melo? How do you feel about Melo? How you
Guess
do this?
what happened? You could have probably used Melo just a little bit. You didn't win. You lost twice this past week. And you lost to some
And you're
teams
not even
that
losing to like
yeah.
what tier players are on the French
The game that they lost
Like you
against,
lost to Patty Patty
that
Mills.
one
That's crazy.
that one I can accept because they have like 3 or 4
They have like 5
Stop
yeah
it. Stop
solid
it.
solid
Stop
NBA
it.
but
players.
the other ones after that I can't get down with.
Oh, Frank nigga
Ntilikina?
yeah, his ass, he is garbage. He shouldn't be in the league.
What you mean? That's the Knicks like best player.
He's trash.
I mean, he's the one that brought them back.
He's trash.
In the USA game?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Looks like he worked on his game.
USA?
You know what? I would never thought I would ever say this. I hope he pans out for y'all, and I hope he turns out to be a great player.
Oh, we got
So that
Arsene.
way
Get him
y'all
outta here.
y'all
Just to
have to
spite
like
him?
swallow
Just to
those
spite-
words. Pause. Swallow your pride. Accept him.
Just like I'm happy the Celtics will never do well because they got rid of
Isaiah Thomas?
And what if they re-signed him?
they won't.
What if they did?
They won't though.
But what if they did?
They better bring out the Brinks
That-
truck.
But what?
That don't mean nothing. It's too late. That's like
What if they did?
That's a backhand apology. Oh my bad.
Yeah, my
good?
bad. My bad. You took
He
us
said
to,
he said he would come back.
My bad. You took us to the Eastern Conference Finals.
He said he would come back.
He's crazy for going back. Fuck
He
them.
said he would.
Fuck them.
I think he would go
Yeah,
back
you look,
more.
you look
more,
real, you look
more
real
for the-
badass.
it wouldn't be
You're
for
like,
the.
fuck them.
It wouldn't be for the like the GM and the ownership. It would be more for like the fans in the city if he did go back. You know what I'm saying?
You all right there, buddy?
Nah, bruh, that wine went down the wrong pipe.
Let's
I
talk
was
about,
learning in my food and nutrition class that you can get. Never mind.
You get what?
Nah, I'm done.
Interesting
intrigued
fact.
now.
Come on, I'm intrigued.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
I like
what
that
it was.
word.
About to make some shit up, huh?
Nah.
Yeah, because you
Talk
have
about
have
it.
two.
I don't
You
know
have
that-
your
I don't know
windpipe. You have your rate like the esophagus, and then you have a windpipe,
It's
right?
on the same.
For air.
They're both like the same place,
Yeah,
but there's a flap that
opens up for
yeah, and
air.
sometimes that flap will stay open, and then
Something gets
water or food will get stuck in it, and that's the air pocket.
I deal
And
with
that's
that a
why-
lot.
That's why people choke.
I deal with that a lot. There was some times where I eat
FON
ass.
241.
Dr. Spud.
I don't know all the terms yet.
You know what? That's going to be a new segment. Dr. Spud, what we got on the health board today, sir?
You might as well be a doctor.
Nah,
You got a few years.
I'm going to get so many cease and desist. The FDA is going to come after
that's
him.
like another fucking 15 years of school.
Got it.
How many years you got under your belt?
The school?
Like credit-wise?
Credit?
Yes. Like credit-wise, how many years of school do you
I
have?
don't know, bruh. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, you a doctor. Okay.
Let's talk about Nike.
Can we switch
And
gears here?
Switch gears me anytime. Pause.
I fucking hate
So
that
these-
shit, but I had to go ahead
So
and do
these
it one
ninja
time.
headbands. First of all, I hate that shit.
You don't like the ninja headbands?
I think they're cool.
You should rock a ninja headband.
I'd rather do a do-rag than a headband.
It would look cool with your hair.
I'm about to wear a do-rag next time I play
They
basketball.
should let them
My
do
wave's
that.
been dripping.
Drop head. Drop head.
So yeah, the Nike Ninja headbands are banned from the league next year. Nike has
why?
said nah.
I think it's cool.
Well,
I don't
why,
think
though?
I don't think they really had a reason.
They
just
said
nah.
safety concerns and something else. And it's like,
Oh really?
yeah. And it's like, how the fuck, like, what's so dangerous about those?
Hey, look, if I was on the opposite team, I'm yanking you by that bitch.
But again,
Yeah, but you're gonna yank a headband, right?
You're gonna take
Yeah.
off.
You've literally seen people take
But they tied
headbands
it in a
off and
knot.
like throw them.
They tied in a knot.
Just like put it on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
What if you made it too tight? And it's like,
I don't know, but I think it was a cool little look for the NBA. You know what I mean?
Something different.
Yeah.
you know what was
absolutely.
crazy is that it had the
Nothing-
Nike logo on it.
Nothing crazy, not no crazy change.
It's unique.
Something
Yeah,
light. You
just
know what I'm saying? It's not like
It's subtle.
they put shoulder pads on the NBA jerseys and whatnot.
I mean, they got all these fucking rules. With,
Shoulder pads.
they got all these rules already with tattoos. You can't have certain tattoos. They gotta be covered.
yeah,
You a tattoo person? What do you feel? How you feel about that?
I don't think that.
Those are tattoos.
Yeah, those
thought
are
that was a
tattoos,
birthmark.
You know, something light. Yeah, this one's a birthmark right here.
Like, what do you think about like that whole thing with like?
That'd be great.
the like
Lonzo?
J.R. Smith, the Lonzo,
Yeah.
the.
I think it's because
I think it's.
I understood the Lonzo.
nonsense. No, I think it's nonsense.
they're not a
this-
sponsor.
It doesn't matter. This is my skin. This is my body. This is me. So this has nothing to do with that shit. I mean, if I was wearing socks or leggings, like the Supreme legging that they were doing, like clothing,
If you're
like
wearing
merchandise,
apparel.
like merchandise, I can get you. I understand where you're coming from, but this is my presentation of me because this is how I view myself. This is the artwork that I've put on my body.
So if you had a naked woman on the side of your arm and you playing in front of kids and children, and they said you need to cover up, you gonna say no?
But it wasn't.
I
like
would
that.
say, yeah, it wasn't like that.
You gotta
They
see
were,
if it like
they were
that.
more covering up due to the fact that there were brands that they were talking about.
Right.
But at the same time, no, I would be like, this is my body. I have a naked woman on me. Cool. That's what it is.
I mean, they curse at games. They curse at games.
I'm an adult, yes.
Little kids
and
hear
they
that.
call people out of their name.
you can't
and shit
control what
like
somebody
that.
says.
Yeah, but you
why
can't
you trying to
control what I
control-
put on my body
Right.
either.
Yeah, but they can control what you show
They
on your
shouldn't
body.
have the They shouldn't have
But
the
it's a
ability.
business.
They shouldn't have the
a
ability
business,
to do
But
that.
though.
showing
They
a
shouldn't have
naked
the
woman versus showing a brand
That's basically a rival brand that is not a sponsor of your company,
of whose company?
of the NBA.
But that's
We're
crazy
talking about
because
the
I can
individual,
wear those shoes though. I could wear those shoes though, Brogan. I could get an Adidas tattoo and then I got to cover that up, but I can wear Adidas shoes to play in the basketball game. That
if you're
doesn't
not
make sense.
sponsored by them,
But that doesn't make sense.
if you were sponsored by them, then yes. But Adidas also has a contract with, because they play Adidas commercials during the NBA.
So
they
Steph
are a
Curry has an
sponsor.
Under Armour
So
tattoo.
Li Ning, what about Li Ning? They don't play those commercials during.
They might in China,
Dang, that's. But what about here in the U.S.?
but they might in China. It doesn't matter as long as they're a sponsor. It doesn't matter where they show their commercials. Big Baller Brand was not a sponsor. They were not
Okay,
affiliated.
but J.R.
with
Smith was not sponsored by Supreme.
At the end
No,
of
I'm
the
saying
day,
Supreme is not affiliated with the NBA.
At the
They
end
are
of
a
the-
rival. Basically, it's a clothing thing. They are a rival.
so
to
at the
that.
end of the day,
They're not going to support. If it was your business, you're not going to support somebody else's business. Somebody's walking around being like, say, if you worked for,
Apple.
if you worked for Apple, and then one of your employees came in and he had like an Android shirt on, the fuck you gonna tell him? Take that shit off.
Well, if he had
What-
a
what
tattoo,
it-
I can't tell him.
You'd be like, hey man, you need to cover that up.
I wouldn't tell him that. What do you think?
If it was
I'm about to
blatant like that, but they don't have that same kind of power. These are celebrities and athletes.
That sounds wild, bro.
Sounds wild to
you
me.
controlling how I'm expressing myself.
It's not
In
just hide
regards
that
to-
shit at work.
No,
there are
that's-
plenty of places.
I don't hide this shit at work.
I don't
You
get
don't.
why.
I don't at all.
You don't. Other places might be like, hey, I get
that's-
it, but
it's all of a sudden though. All of a sudden that they decided to do this because there's plenty of athletes that are in the league right now that have brand tattoos on them. Carmelo Anthony has a WB one on him. So does J.R. Smith. He has tattoos on him. So why all of a sudden does it matter?
it's not all of a sudden.
It is all of a sudden.
Remember when Marcin Gortat? He was signed with Adidas.
Because he decided
that wasn't the NBA,
but
though.
He,
That had
yeah,
nothing to do with the
exactly.
NBA.
Though he decided,
But it was
to sign with-
conflicting interest.
That had nothing to do with the NBA.
That's
It's a
different.
conflict of
That
interest.
has
nothing to
different.
do with the NBA.
He's getting paid.
I'm saying,
the NBA didn't say
it's-
no. We're talking about the NBA.
That's
Just stick
great.
to the topic.
It's different. It's your
Stick to the
sponsor.
topic. Stick
It
to the
is.
topic. It's not.
Tell me how.
Because
I will let you say
you're
this.
talking about a guy that's sponsored by one brand. He
His
has a
employer?
tattoo. He had not employer.
He's
We're not talking about the NBA because the NBA is doing all this right now, right? So I'm with Adidas. I got a Nike tattoo. Adidas have a problem with it because I'm sponsored by them. Get it? If I'm in the NBA playing in your league,
Who pays you?
okay, but it's not the same thing.
I don't know how.
All right.
Because not everybody is sponsored by the NBA's company that they're running
NBA
with
is
at the
not-
time. So Nike right now they're going with Nike, right? Not everybody's sponsored
The
by
NBA
Nike.
is not your
That's what-
endorsement, so they shouldn't have a problem with it. If you're not endorsing,
The NBA is partnered with Adidas, with Nike, with Under Armour, with all these other companies. They are not partnered with Big Baller Brand. So
That's
if they're
fine.
not making money for them or their partners or their sponsors, they do not want
Is
it
the
shown.
NBA Nike is the NBA partnered with Supreme?
No.
no,
Didn't they have like a whole collab
did-
though
they did
of
have a
like
collab.
NBA stuff and
Yep.
Supreme?
that is true.
Yeah.
So,
But they ended their partnership.
So
It's contracts expire, right?
I had a partnership with you at one point.
At one point, not anymore.
So now I can't wear the.
What about
Supreme?
Stance?
I can't
They don't let them wear the Stance socks anymore because they have a contract with Nike.
Well, I'm getting free socks. That's different.
Don't matter. What if
I
they
don't
really
know.
like Stance?
Me personally, I don't agree with it because this is my expression on how I am,
Yeah, I don't think
who
you can
I
tell
am,
people cover
who
up your
I
skin.
am.
Cover
'Cause
parts of your
this shit
skin.
is.
They
this-
don't tell you that you cannot get the
I'm
tattoo.
going
They
back.
say
That's
you
basically
can't
what they
show
say.
it.
But I'm the one with the
basically what they're
tattoos.
saying.
You neither one of you got tattoos. So me personally, this is an expression of who I am, what I've been through, how I am, how I move, so forth. So I should be able to freely go ahead and express my art as however I want to.
So why even play with a jersey on?
What the fuck? Because I'm playing for a team, but
Express yourself.
I'm just saying the ink that I have on my body is up to me. You shouldn't. You as an NBA organization shouldn't have no concern with that or control of it.
I'm sure they don't have any concern about the tattoos you do get, but what you gonna show, it's gonna be different.
Especially when
I
they
don't
put your
think you should
tattoos
have-
in a video game.
I don't think you have no control of it
Anyways,
at all. It's trash,
These headbands
bro.
are crazy.
It's trash.
what y'all think about?
Because say your father or your grandfather came up with a company business and it went booming, and that's just something you've been a part of, and you decided that you wanted to rock some shit to go ahead and show your appreciation to your family because it's part of you, right? Mm-hmm. Now you go to your work and they're like, "Hey, you gotta take that shit the fuck off."
or cover.
How are you feeling though? Because it's your family, it's your people, this is your background.
This means a lot to you.
Depends on what it is.
And that's the same thing though.
No, if it's a rival to the company,
So you're gonna
then yes.
so you're agreeing with.
Why
the
would I
company.
work someplace
Brogan,
with that?
You're the most. You personally, I know you on a different type of level, right? You are not one to easily to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah.
So don't fucking sit
But
here.
I
and
wouldn't put
bullshit.
myself in that position.
Yes, you would.
How?
You were just talking about how you wore shorts to work the other day, and you were like, "Oh, I didn't fucking know."
wore shorts? I
Yeah.
didn't know.
You're a liar.
I didn't.
Bro, dress code, come on. That's,
They give you
It
the
was
dress code in
hot.
orientation.
It was hot.
See, that's your
hot
point. It
every
was
day.
hot, right?
But it was months then, and then when they said, "Hey, we don't want shorts here," I'm like, I won't. I didn't know. I won't do it again, and I didn't, and I haven't.
And then you were just talking to me about how you argue with somebody on
all
the
right,
phone.
let's get off of that, man.
All right.
'Cause we spent a lot of time on it. OBJ's
So I
watch,
know.
man.
These fucking
I know.
headbands.
OBJ's watch. NFL started back up. Week 1 is complete. There's big hype around Cleveland
Yo,
Browns.
that watch
playing.
is 160.
It's $350.
More than that.
It was?
Yeah.
I'm hearing like $250, but it could be between whatever it is way out of my salary range, way out of everything. I don't even need to see that type of money.
I don't get that.
So he
but
got that on his rich.
freedom
on his
of
wrist.
expression.
So this
That-
dude got to watch Rich and Millie between $250 and $350, just playing in it. Like,
Know your
normal
place and put the watch away. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't get it. Why the fuck would you do that?
I wouldn't do that.
day. Do you even? Why do we care that he has a watch on while he's playing?
It's
Hey,
a $350K watch,
And it shows that
he
you
got
kind
it.
of. To me,
And
that
then-
kind of shows that.
and then somebody tackle you and hit the watch.
don't think he
and
cares.
Snap.
But I think it's kind of overblown. But I do get when people say that it kind of it kind of seems like he's not focused. Because why you worried about going out there with a almost $500,000 watch on you? Why you focused on that? Why even do that?
Maybe he's sponsored. Maybe he's endorsed by Rich and Millie.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want. I mean,
They don't-
if
the
it
NFL don't-
was,
they didn't say
that got a
that.
lot of exposure, and
I bet you everybody going to start wearing Rich and Millie's now.
a bunch of suckers if they start doing that.
But that's just wild though. For you to put on a watch that costs that much in a sport that is like
All about contact?
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's wild.
He doesn't
I
come
agree
off
with
as
you.
the most
That
like he doesn't come off as the most like serious person. For someone who causes a lot of trouble, it just seems like
I mean, he does have from what I've seen, a tattoo that says "Why so serious."
he's weird.
I mean,
He's a very weird
I could care
individual.
less about his personality and all that, all the personal shit. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's just
That's
solid.
it. But
He-
to lose the way they did and have all that hype around him wearing that watch and all that, it just kind of looked weird because
Yeah, they
wearing
did.
this super expensive watch and he loses game by they got smacked. So,
30.
So
I do have a
That's
question
it.
about him though. Why do we consider him a good player? Because he hasn't accomplished anything. Well, before you say that,
Okay.
would we even? Where would he be if he didn't have that one catch against
Not
Dallas?
just that one catch, Chief.
Yes, it is.
that one catch made him.
That
him
one
face.
catch
It's not
got him
that,
going.
just
But
that
what
one
has he
catch.
accomplished? He ain't been to the playoffs. He hasn't won anything.
So
So
been
look-
to the playoffs.
Go look at all
Okay,
the-
they haven't won anything.
Okay,
with him.
in regards to winning, you're right. But in regards to his
Stats.
his yardage that
Stats.
he's averaged for the last 3-4 years that he's even been in the league, his rookie year he averaged like over
I think he had the
over
best-
1,000 yards,
He had like the most touchdowns for a rookie.
But it's great for a rookie. But then after that,
and then he did
you
the
get-
same thing the next year, and then the same thing the year after that.
Okay,
Seriously, look it up.
but they always losing.
Yeah, I agree with you. They ain't been
just
winning.
empty stats.
He ain't been winning, but he's definitely a
His stats
top
is
wide
there,
receiver.
yeah.
That if he was on a team that was winning,
I mean, if
he's gonna get you positive yards.
so he's
Really?
Absolutely.
on
So
the
he,
Browns, he was there. He got smacked,
so
and
he's
they supposed to be a good
I
team.
mean, it's only
look. So
the
he's averaging 14 yards
per catch.
per catch career.
okay.
That's tough.
It takes 10 yards to get a first down. So he's basically getting you a first down every touch,
Every catch.
every catch, touch, whatever.
I mean, it looks
And
like
he threw a touchdown pass. So
Those like 3 of them.
these catches ain't leading to wins and Super Bowls.
what I'm saying though,
You're right.
as a player, as a wide receiver in his position, he's
He's very efficient.
a good player.
He's very efficient.
He's efficient, but is he considered that? Why? I don't see why he's considered one of these tier players when he hasn't accomplished anything.
So you're forgetting rings and then you're forgetting stats. That we're talking about two different things here. It's not apples.
No, but
to
I'm
apples.
no. It's not just rings. It's just
It's not
he
what?
doesn't
It's
contribute.
not apples to apples. We're
He doesn't.
talking
To me,
apples
he
to
doesn't
oranges.
contribute to winning. Like I said, I'm
But
not.
they're
I'm not a
both
football
fruits.
head like that.
I get that, but they're different types of fruits. All right, that's like putting a square peg in a round hole. You can't do that.
I mean, technically, you can. How
I
big is
mean-
the circle?
Depending on what type of hole it puts in.
Is it oval? I just don't think. I just know he doesn't contribute to
Slow
winning.
down, Chief.
I'm feeling good.
He just doesn't contribute to winning to me. I think he's just kind of overrated because of that one catch. Everybody thinks he's like this.
Is he like a Carmelo Anthony of the NFL?
I was going to think about it, but I think Carmelo has accomplished more in his sport than what Odell has.
You got to remember, Odell has to get the ball thrown to him.
Odell's only been
it's really on the quarterback.
That's great.
So
Eli proved himself. Eli got 2 chips. He might be trash now, but that he wasn't trash the other times when he was playing with Odell.
How was that Odell's fault that he's trash now? Why is it
the trash
Odell's
this one
fault?
season? This last season?
Why is it Odell's fault?
What's the
that
other
he
4?
has
How many seasons has he been in the league?
Odell?
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Okay, so
2014 to now?
Eli has been trash for last season, so that's 1.
No. He's been super trash
for like 2-3 seasons.
Yeah.
Probably like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He has not been.
And you gotta look at there's offense,
Seriously.
defense. You know, you don't play the same. Do you watch football?
Sometimes.
So,
like I said, I'm not a football head like that.
Okay, so next subject then.
Gang.
Next
All right.
subject.
I'm just saying. I'm
But
just
he's
trying to
very
understand.
efficient. He's very efficient.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the day. He's very efficient. Same thing as what we talked about last week. Ezekiel Elliott is also an efficient running back. So
And I think you brought
they
the
didn't
same
chalk out
argument
no
up,
dubs.
too.
They didn't chalk out no dubs, but he's efficient.
I think you brought the same argument last week too with him.
I know. I really didn't know anything about him, so that's what I was worrying about.
They're
Him.
like
But
same,
Odell,
it's like the same thing. One's a wide receiver, the other one's a running back. Yes.
Ezekiel is producing more wins than Odell is, and Odell's supposed to be this generational.
But
talent.
Ezekiel also has a solid quarterback, and
He's a running back.
He has a solid quarterback.
He's a running back, though.
I know you're not listening.
Jeez, you're not listening.
You're not listening because his quarterback Dak Prescott is very good, so he can run the ball and also get to open people, which opens up for
The
Ezekiel
runner, right.
to go ahead and run the field and get to spots and so forth. They're not just doing one thing constantly.
We know Eli's
With
not going to run the ball.
With the Giants at the time, Saquon Barkley finally came last year, and it finally opened up more. But Eli's low key on his ends, so it's a little bit.
And it also has to do with the
different.
line. You know, you
Yes.
have to have
All that
all
stuff
that
goes
So
into
if the
play.
Browns don't pan out,
Then we have a question on
Now
the
we
line.
can question.
Then we can talk about it.
fair enough.
Right.
I'll agree with that.
But if he still averages a lot of yards this year, it's not really just him. It's going to be also what's the defense doing, because it's not just an offensive game. It's a defensive game as well. So how bad is your fucking defense?
And if you play offense, you're not playing defense.
Yeah, it's not. You don't play both sides of the
It's
floor.
literally two separate.
It's like, you know what I mean? Basketball's a little bit different. You got to play both ends.
I'm just saying, if
Unless you James Harden.
if I can see that,
He boo boo on
because
defense.
right now everybody's
try.
it's on Baker Mayfield too, but Baker Mayfield, his rookie season when he finally got let go, he was out there.
Yeah.
He was killing. So I think he's
This
showing
is
that he has it.
This is absolutely going to be a test of Baker Mayfield's career because of the fact that he has Jarvis Landry,
All the
and-
weapons.
and he has OBJ.
It's going to be a test for his career in his second year. Or are you talking about? Are you talking about
'cause
Odell?
There's high expectations
for
for
him.
Baker Mayfield
For him.
because he has
Both.
options. You know,
Okay.
it's not just Odell. He has another guy that's pretty good as well.
Very good, not pretty
So-
good.
What about
Jarvis is probably just as good as
their defense? Should
as
be good,
OBJ.
shouldn't they? Because they have that one guy. What's his name?
I don't know how
Miles.
good their defense
Is that his
is.
name?
I don't know.
Who's the big dude?
But one guy can't.
There's a lot of big dudes.
No, like that one. He was
Pause.
their number one draft pick.
I don't know, Chief.
He was that dude that was like box jumping, like with like 50 pounds and stuff. That one black dude. I don't remember. I think he was a defensive player, but he was just out there like murdering people. I thought he was supposed to be their anchor.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, though.
Well, on other
I
quarterbacks,
think it's like on all of them, though.
Yeah.
So
what's been going on with Cam Newton?
I don't know. His hair looked wild, though. He looked like The Weeknd back in 2013.
Trash panda. That's what he
It
looks
was
like.
crazy.
He looked like he been going through the worst breakup of his life.
Yeah.
I don't
When
know.
we sat and watched him in that post
Exactly.
press conference interview.
No.
You said he's vegan now, right?
Yeah.
I don't
he said he was
understand.
He
vegan.
does look kind of like
He don't have enough
slim.
carbs and protein in his diet. He's
look a
out
little
here.
frail.
He out here tired all the time. No.
Yeah, it looked crazy.
I mean, to exert as much energy he's exerting, and not to be eating. That's kind of tough on the body.
He looks
but-
like he's lost a
No, I'm
lot
not
of
saying
weight.
he's not eating, but he's not eating protein meat
Right,
that's gonna provide that stuff.
He just he looks slimmed down a little bit.
Yeah, he does because he's been eating nothing but
Yeah.
because
Rabbit
he's
food.
vegan. Yeah, so he's not getting any protein in his body.
Yeah,
I mean, he's getting protein, different kind.
He just doesn't.
Yeah,
He just
but
doesn't look
not,
healthy.
Not the ones that
Yeah.
I don't know.
He looked like it was funny.
Yeah, his face looked really
in
like,
that interview and stuff, and he was
drawn.
sitting there just looking crazy. He just looked like he was.
Like,
He just
remember when
wasn't
Melo
having
did that
it.
shit. I don't know what Melo did. That
Remember when
one year.
LeBron did that shit?
Or yeah,
It was LeBron.
well, both of them. Both of them.
LeBron looked sick. Remember when?
Because Melo looked kind of sick himself.
Remember when 50 Cent did that for that TV show? I mean that
looked like-
movie.
Oh, when he lost all that weight,
He like he's gonna die.
didn't he?
that
He
movie.
like bounced back like what? A couple months later.
I don't know how he did that shit.
It's all freaking HGH, steroids, and all that shit.
What we got
To make
next?
him look sick like that.
No, not to make him look sick to bounce back.
What we got next, man?
God,
Cali.
No,
I'm
the
going
Well, we can talk about that. We'll
back
lead into
to
that.
back.
So California Senate passes bill that allows student athletes to have endorsements.
To basically get paid for their likeness.
So with that,
So does that
how
mean
do you
say-
feel about California now?
Wait, so does that mean if I'm an athlete, student athlete, Nike is able to approach me and say, "Hey, we want to have a deal with you.
That's a great
We'll
question.
give you X amount of dollars for you to wear our stuff."
No.
Okay. So what does it mean?
It's using their likeness so they could be in like 2K and stuff. Basically, anybody that's using their name or their faces.
Okay.
So they could,
jerseys and all that.
yeah.
shit.
So they could sign with Nike, but I think it would have to be included that they have to be like put out there.
Okay, we gotta fact check that.
Yeah.
We can't just say stuff.
I would say maybe, but I know for a fact it's only for their likeness.
Because I'm thinking like, what if the school wears Nike, and then Adidas approaches them like, "Look, we'll give you $250K."
I think that's a conflict of interest, and I think that's what some schools are fighting. Other schools are also fighting it because they're saying, well, now if this passes, like if the governor still has to sign it to get the official approval,
Correct.
or if he doesn't sign it after 30 days, it automatically becomes law. So schools are fighting it and trying to get the governor not to do it because, first off, the NCAA is trying to say like, oh, well, we don't know what we're going to have to do. They're kind of like threatening that, oh yeah, if you do this, we might have to disqualify all of California from the Final Four, make them ineligible because people are getting paid. They're going to say California's going to have an unfair advantage of recruiting, and they're like, y'all can do this too.
Yeah.
So
Get everybody else on the same way.
and the NCAA, they're not losing money, but the schools will lose. They're afraid they're going to lose little pieces of change because now people buy jerseys from the school. Part of that's going to have to go to the person now.
Bruh, they already make so much damn money as it is.
What they want, they don't want a majority of their money. They want all of their money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's foul. And to
It's
answer
very
your question, I do like this. It is a good move, but fuck California in general.
Damn. We don't all feel that way.
All they have is Coronado and this law. And I think one other thing they had this.
I really like
They
this
got
law.
Calabasas. They got San Diego.
Nope.
They got San Francisco.
Don't like any of that,
Yeah, I really like
Don't
this
like
law.
none
though,
of
man.
that.
I hope this goes all the way through,
especially San
and
Francisco.
everything works out for this.
I don't like bridges.
So
Thought I was going somewhere else.
You was going
I love
somewhere.
everybody.
I think it's about time that they revamp and re-look at this whole situation.
And was-
with taxing these players. They just finally got these players food like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah,
Which is fucking disrespectful. One, you want them to go out there and perform and put on a show and take you to the or the NCAA finals and whatnot.
they should be able to do that.
That's wild. You just got these people food like 5 years ago, but I think it's about time that they did something like this to where they're getting some type of money and some type of endorsement. I think it will help also with kids wanting to go back to college again.
That's what I was going to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you don't have to force yourself to try to go to the
Right,
league.
because you're gonna get some type of check.
I remember that dude with his YouTube channel, and he had to take it down while he was in school.
Yep.
It was like
That
fuck it,
shit is bullshit.
build your brand.
Yeah. You should
That's
do it.
bullshit right there.
That's stupid.
I'm not doing anything that's illegal. You know what I'm saying? I have a YouTube channel.
And if you weren't an athlete, you're just a regular student, you can have it. And
You gotta have some type of fucking income. We ain't all of us aren't out here just able to go ahead and
go to school.
right.
without-
And we're not all getting fucking scholarships for education or sports or whatnot. So if I have
or
some other type
privilege
of,
enough where
Right.
your parents can
that's just wild.
cash it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be revamped. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's gonna be open season.
You know
now.
what? NCAA, call me. Let me come and run that shit.
Now I don't think all the big schools are gonna get the big athletes now because I think they were going to the big schools for the exposure. Now I feel
UCLA,
I feel like now
Cal.
if you're good, you're good, and they're gonna find you at these smaller schools if need be.
Yeah.
And it's even going to be more open season because the NBA was trying to take the one and done rule out. They were just saying, "Hey, you 18, you out, cool, come on in."
You know who we could thank for this? LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
I'll say part of that is that NBL, all that stuff.
Drop an air horn from VAR.
You got Melo going overseas. You got what's that kid, RJ Hampton, going over there too.
Also playing in the same league.
Yeah, so
you're gonna see a lot more players start moving that way, bro.
Unless they do this, they fix this whole thing, the one and done thing,
and hopefully they change it up. I honestly, I haven't watched any college sports for a long time. Like, I'm feeling good. College basketball, I have not watched for like at least 5-6 years. I
thought you were gonna take another drink.
Dang, I shouldn't have brought this wine.
Oh my god. Speaking of student athletes, Spud, you had some details on a swimmer.
Oh yeah, so I might get this wrong because I've been off the juice.
Oh my god,
off the juice. But there was this high school swimmer, female. She competed in a meet and she won the event that she was a part of. She placed first place. Whoever the judge was ended up disqualifying her. And somebody went up to her. I don't know if it was a coach or not. They went up to the judge and were like, well, why are you disqualifying her? And they came back and said, due to the fact that her swimsuit looked a certain way when she got out the water. Her swimsuit, what they said was like they could see her ass cheek touching ass cheek, or butt cheek touching butt cheek, however they put it.
So cheeks touching,
pretty much.
Is that even a rule?
Yes,
there is some type of rule to where something about
you have to be
weird
covered.
inner thigh thing can't be showing. Really? I don't know how deep it gets.
You have to be covered to a certain amount,
but it's not that deep. And she's swimming in the water. It's gonna fucking ride, bro.
Is the water deep?
Is water wet?
So I don't know. She ended up getting disqualified, and it's caused a bunch of controversy due to the fact that not only did she get disqualified, the girl is a African American girl, and this is some wild ass shit that we have never seen. Just due to the fact that she also was wearing the swimsuit that the school provided, that was regulation in regards to what they can and cannot wear.
Oh, okay. So she didn't do any alterations.
She didn't do anything to the swimsuit.
Okay,
she didn't buy her own swimsuit.
Gotcha.
She's wearing what the school provided.
So I think the argument came up is that you can't control genetics on that because I haven't seen pictures of her, and this is not to sound wrong or anything, but like you can't control if somebody has.
But I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't control if somebody has thick thighs and a big ass. So you can't control that.
Yeah, she can easily get a wedgie.
So
it can ride up in there.
And I guess there was also some parents that were taking photos of the girl. They're like, why does she look like this?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it got a little deep and it got a little weird.
Maybe that's why
like,
Cam went vegan. All these
weird.
hormones in this food.
No, but
developing our children.
Back to it, it's kind of foul, bro.
Wake up, America. Stay woke.
It's kind of foul. They didn't really assess the way that she swam, how fast she went. You know what I mean? Like if there's any other qualifiers or disqualifiers, they just solely went off of her swimsuit, bro. Like, which is,
I mean, a lot of things.
It's fucking stupid because if that's the case, then before I even jumped into the water, you should have let me know that I couldn't wear this, and you should have provided me an alternate suit.
Well, sex is a constant thing in our society, so it's always going to be. They're always going to look at the stuff that's revealing or anything like that. But I didn't know about that story you were talking about. Good news was that it did get reinstated, so she did get her win.
Okay. That is good. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so they did basically reverse the decision, and they're going to be looking into future of like how to make sure that it doesn't happen again. As far as like obviously for, like for different body types.
Yeah, I mean it's a swimsuit though, kid. Like how do you expect it not to? You know what I mean? My draws ride sometimes, and I'm not being on...
That's what the swimsuits are for. The swimsuits are supposed to wear they don't ride. So I'm thinking it's because it could be... I haven't seen a photo of her, but it could be like a body type issue. So they might have to get like a different fitting swimsuit.
I don't know. Thicker.
these grown women out here that I've seen that be having their swimsuits on, they always pulling wedgies out their ass.
Whenever I watch in the Olympics, they look like they're like one of those, like kind of like in Hollywood, to where they're like, once they're on, like they don't move.
I don't know, man.
Because they look like they're like straight up.
We have to watch the Olympics again together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see if that's really the case.
Do some research
to see if they're not digging out wedgies, because I feel like they probably are.
We'll be looking crazy. Are they?
Yeah, because you think about like the volleyball players
always digging out a wedgie.
Yeah. I think volleyball's different.
It's not like purposefully that you doing it, but this is the attire that I need to wear to be productive in this.
Wait, I think volleyball has different rules as far as clothes go.
No, but I'm just saying,
at the end of the day, like, what you want me to do? Put on a fucking bodysuit?
And volleyball is a fantastic sport, sir, to watch.
Yeah,
it's very entertaining,
especially the Dominican
at the collegiate.
Shout out the Dominican volleyball team.
That women's, yeah. Oh, Yennefer.
Of course, Brogan knows her fucking name too.
Of course. Of course. What?
That one.
What's her name?
Yennefer.
It's not Jennifer.
No, it's with a Y, actually.
She's really? Dominican, my name.
Yes, it's with a Y. It's not like I'm like, oh, she's Dominican. It's spelled with a J.
Rudo,
it's Yennefer. Yennefer.
You Dominican, nigga.
No, I thought he was just trying to be funny. That's all.
No, it's spelled with a Y. It's literally Yennefer.
All right.
Maybe it's not.
I pray to God it is. Because it's going to look real racist if you look it up and it's with a J.
I think it is with a J. You just pronounce it.
Nah, fuck it. No. Oh, my phone's.
Got your
find this right there. Okay.
Let
me close my browse history.
What you want to talk about next?
What do we have?
I think you had something about Miss.
No, it's tech time.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we'll come back to that. Stick a pin in
Pause.
In news today, there was a news article released about Tesla.
Today, no, go with the big one.
That is a big one.
That is a big one.
Okay.
Go ahead. Well, Tesla, apparently they were left off of insurance ratings for cars. Like, there's this bureau and everything that rates, like an insurance bureau that rates different cars on their safety and how, like, the more expensive cars will cost and everything. And Tesla was excluded. The reason being is because there is not enough crash data. Okay. Because Teslas don't crash enough for them to get enough data. So for about the 8 years that Tesla has been in business with their electric cars, there is not enough crashes through all of their cars for them to produce enough data for this company or for the bureau to put them on the list. So basically, it's kind of a testament to how safe they are.
Nice. Because
they don't crash enough to where they can't get rated.
Nice.
Or maybe there's not enough of them on the road, too.
It could be, but there's a lot. There's enough to where if there was another company like that.
Bro, I see like a Tesla almost every day now.
Especially out here. Where are we? No one knows.
Almost every day. You good, bro?
I'm good.
It's that juice.
You know you got cameras on you picking at your mic.
Sitting there like... This doesn't go here.
Yeah. Did you see Porsche?
Why is this wall here?
Did you see
There's no hole in this wall.
Did y'all see Porsche put out that electric vehicle?
I did. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
How does it look?
Nice.
It looks like a Porsche. Hey, my guy. Yeah.
Okay. But let's get to the big news.
Big news. Wow. Don't be disrespectful on my segment.
Well, no, I'm not.
Your segment.
Candy
I'm
ass.
interested.
Bro, you don't have no fucking segment, bro. We didn't agree to this.
It's time for Tech Talk, Slimers.
Yo.
All right, come on.
Anyway, so
we're running overtime.
Apple in the news. Apple. Our favorite brand, Apple. Just kidding. Apple's pretty cool.
Nah, I'm lying.
Anyways,
dope,
Apple released their new iPhones earlier this week. They announced them.
Yeah, they didn't release it.
And I have to say
Did you guys pre-order?
Hell no.
No.
Getting to that point is I feel like it's...
I got this little shorty to buy me one.
Hey, okay.
Wow, he would. Anyways, so...
Nah, I'm lying.
Shut the fuck up!
That's a terrible soundbite.
Yeah, that is. I don't like that one. I like the wow, 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 the clapping and then the
You need
Stephen
gunshots, too.
Anyways...
We got Stephen A on there?
Yeah.
Get off the...
Oh, I don't have that one. I'm going to get that. So, the only thing I liked about the new iPhones to me are kind of underwhelming. Like if you have like an iPhone 8, 7.
They're always underwhelming.
Anything like, shut your mouth. So, if you have like an iPhone 8 or something, you want to upgrade, cool, go ahead and upgrade. If you have like an iPhone 10, 10s, anything like that, don't do it. Wait till next year. Are you good?
So what all about the new one that's dropping, the 11? It's called 11, right?
So there's the
11 Pro.
11, which will replace the iPhone 10R, and then the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max will replace the 10s and the 10s Max. So basically, the iPhone 11, the base model version, that is actually kind of intriguing because it is cheaper than the 10R, which was the most popular iPhone that Apple sold last year. And it comes with more features and better battery life. So I think that's a good move for them. Get more people in the base now with Apple never goes cheaper with the new product. We all know that. They never go cheaper.
Okay.
So I think it's good because it'll have 2 cameras now, an ultra wide. The front-facing cameras now, at least on the 11 Pro and the Pro Max, the front-facing cameras are going to be 12 megapixel now instead of 7, and they're going to be semi-ultra wide. They kind of get wider depending. If you go landscape to take like a group shot, it detects that it's going to go wider. They're going to have night mode in it, which from early tests.
I'm ready for that.
Well, that's dark mode. You're ready for dark mode.
Oh.
So night mode... Night mode is going to be able to take better pictures in the dark.
Okay.
So now the early tests are showing that it's pretty good.
That's racist.
So when you filming your sex stuff in the dark,
oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they have a
I gotta
video.
get the iPhone. I
think
gotta
it's
get
just
the
for
11.
taking ass shots.
11R.
You good?
11 Pro. I mean.
11 Pro. But then they just have one more. They have one more camera on there, and it's an ultra wide, which is cool.
Yeah.
And they have this new software, which is basically when you go to press the button to take a photo, when it detects that you're about to press it, it takes 4 photos before you press it, 1 photo during, and then 4 after. So it takes a total of 9, and then basically picks out each individual pixel as what is the best of it, and puts it all into 1 photo.
So at the end of the day, I have 1 photo, or have
At the end of the day,
10 photos.
At the end of the day, you have 1 photo with the data of 9.
Okay, I was about to say, is Apple about to give me some more iCloud space because that's way too many damn photos.
And now, so basically, it's like a more intense HDR. But other than that, it just looks like it's just a weird design. It looks like a freaking stove is on the back of your
I seen that
iPhone.
Somebody put down like tortillas on it.
I didn't see that. That's funny.
I think I think I like the fact that they have a wide angle camera.
That's cool.
I think
now,
I like that
because like I have lenses. Like I had to buy 3rd-party lenses that go on the back of the phones to give it a wide angle. So I think it's cool that they're actually adding it. But the design, I think it's kind of overwhelming. Now, a good thing about it is now this year Apple TV Plus that got announced. It's $5 a month for the whole family. Which I think is a dope price. That's going to be their
what is Apple TV Plus? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I was about to get to that. So
Okay.
Apple TV Plus is like their Netflix, where they're going to have their own original shows and programming stuff. Which, after looking at a couple of the trailers, looks like some pretty good shows.
they got porn on there.
I'm pretty sure Apple's not going to be doing Apple porn. So,
They don't have to. They don't have to be Apple porn. They can just
make a show about it.
That sounds pretty catchy. Apple porn.
We get sued the shit out of. Cease and desist. Shut this whole shit down. Even older episodes, shut it all down.
You gotta get that.
You know what what it looks like? The iPhone is trying to definitely shut down DSLR cameras.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it looks like to me as these continue to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. They're definitely going to have to get bigger sensors. I was talking with one of my friends about this. They're going to have to get bigger sensors and more megapixels because, as a point that he made, you can keep it at 12 megapixels, but you need bigger sensors, which is going to capture more detail because nowadays most people are doing like, social media and stuff. That's what's going to be good there. But if you're trying to take real quality photos, you're going to need both bigger sensors and pixels.
Can you answer this question?
Sure.
Why do they have slow motion like selfies? Why is that a feature?
I think it's
Is that in the new phone?
That is a new phone. They're calling it slow fees. and you'll never hear about this.
Hell nah.
You'll never hear about this again.
My bad. I came out pretty loud on that, but that
So,
sounds crazy.
Basically, it's just to where people can take selfie videos. You see these social media influencers out here doing that kind of shit anyways, to where they're just like, oh yeah, it's a beautiful day. And then they're just like, they add it post-production anyway, so they're like, fuck it, just let them do it anyways. Just put it in there.
Go ahead. Yes,
Oh my God, I'm with my dog. Or, so the portrait mode in the camera, which a lot of people will like, now can identify pets. So you can take portrait modes of your pets. And that is the
Fucking
new
sick.
11 Pro, everyone.
Fucking sick.
you.
Pour out $1,300.
Go ahead and
I'm not about to buy that shit. I'm
give
staying
yourself
with
a
my
round of
ex.
applause.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think he was being an asshole about that.
But I don't care. I just did it anyways. Drop one for me.
One time for B. What else do we have going on? I could have swore there was some real juicy type of shit that happened.
There is one more thing I want to talk about in tech.
Oh my god!
It's real quick. There is a new discovery that there's new experiments going on for Alzheimer's patients that are going to be.
Shut the fuck up!
That's one.
You funny. There's,
All right, my bad.
There's for Alzheimer's patients, they are now looking at how some people have a pacemaker for their heart to like do electric stimulation to keep their heart in rhythm.
Yep.
They're going to try and do that for people that are developing early stages of Alzheimer's and dementia to put basically a pacemaker on that nerve of the brain to continually electric pulses to stimulate it.
Okay.
So that way it can slow down the process tremendously.
So it's not going to cure it, but it's going to slow down.
It's a step in the right direction to
Okay.
curing it, but that is something they're going to be starting trials on soon.
That's
Okay.
dope.
That's good.
Yeah,
It's a good one out
that's
there.
really good.
All right, what's
Score
the
one for science. All right.
What's the juicy news? What's the juice, Rudo?
So Rihanna was at this ball recently,
Rihanna?
Why?
and
That's your what?
she's top two.
That's your little island ting.
Yeah.
Top two?
She's top two and not two.
Hey.
But
We sound clown as fuck.
so someone asked her representatives if she's pregnant.
The little island ting.
So instead of saying no, she's not, they said no comment. So is a no comment?
No comment means you pregnant.
Is that what that means?
No, it doesn't. No comment means you're just trying to stir up.
Let's just say you ask a girl how
exposure.
many dudes you slept with.
If
If
she
she says
dropping
no comment, what does that mean?
You a hoe.
Does that mean a lot? Or she could just set the number. All right, better question. If a chick says,
Stupid ass.
if you ask your chick if she ever had a threesome, instead of saying no, she says no comment. What does a no comment mean?
Okay, if it's your girl.
no, no, not your-
I'm
not your
gonna
girl.
legit say what I just said then.
What? You a hoe?
Something like that. It might have an R in it, but yeah.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask her how many girls were involved.
Yeah.
Because
Good follow-up question.
if there's more than one,
Good follow-up question.
one male involved
And
in
that's
that,
not what he. That's not what I was saying.
That's not the point.
there's
of
more
the-
than one male involved in that,
So the no comment to me means yes.
you ended up like
are.
a rotisserie chicken.
Okay.
To me, if you like, I plead the fifth. That means yes.
Okay.
You in trouble, my nigga. Like this is you the one that did this.
But
right?
women
You
like
know
to
what I'm
play
saying?
games and be like,
So,
"Oh, no comment." I'm not going to
Unless,
tell you.
unless
You
she
can
about
just
to,
wonder.
unless she about to drop some album coming up soon, then I can see her being like, no
Trying to
comment.
stir up buzz.
So that way she, you know what I'm saying. But
yeah.
from the little video that I seen just
game these
recently
women.
today,
She had a little
it
pudge.
looked like she had a little pudge, and Rihanna ain't never looked like that, bruh.
She's been gaining weight for a while.
But in a good way.
Okay, well, guess what? First it starts in a good way, and then suddenly you stop giving a fuck, and then it goes into a bad way.
I don't know.
She more focused on makeup and underwear.
We gonna
Not
see.
focused on music and looking
I guess
good.
we'll find out in 9 months.
Could be sooner.
That's true. Yeah.
Rudo will have a nervous breakdown.
He won't care. She could have 5 kids. That nigga still
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, you right.
I'll drink your bathwater.
You right.
disgusting.
Her and Ashanti.
Ashanti Cole.
Oh my God, get over it.
Hey,
All right.
Ashanti a problem.
Get
Ever
over
since
it.
I've been like a youngin. Ever since she hit the scene, she been a problem.
You still in your 20s. You're still young.
Asian, like fine.
No,
wine, though.
like
That's the
13, 12, 13.
She's got
When she
better
hit
with
the-
age.
When she hit the scene, she's just been so tough.
She's been better
Brogan,
with
who's your woman crush? That's a celebrity, not your fucking girlfriend. Because I know you're about to go.
No, I wouldn't.
The PC answer.
Yeah.
My eyes are only for one woman, and
All right.
that is
Go ahead.
Mary, the mother of God.
The mother of God.
Go ahead.
The mother of God.
We gotta go to church on Sunday. We gonna fix that.
Definitely do. Who you got?
Lord.
Who you got your eyes on, bro? Celebrity wise.
Taylor Swift.
Fuck
Ooh,
that.
that's not a bad look.
Hell no.
She cute in the face.
And she got body.
She looked like a mouse. She looked like a mouse.
Negative.
She ain't got no body. She looked like a mouse.
Who you got?
Celebrity wise,
Yeah.
it would be either Anna Cherry or
Is that a porn star?
no, she's a fitness model.
Oh.
It would be Anna Cherry or probably Iggy
I was
Azalea.
gonna say that was the first one I was waiting on. Iggy.
Iggy.
Yeah.
That's the
Y'all
first
know.
one I
Y'all
saw.
know it's been Iggy
That
for a
sounds
while.
wild that you didn't say that at first.
Well, because I knew y'all were going to be expecting Iggy. I was like, I got the little something else out there. Anna Cherry, man, she is gorgeous.
She tough.
But I heard she's
Anna
really, really pretentious. So, so yeah, kind of off that. But yeah, Iggy, Iggy the God. I've been saying that for years. Iggy the God.
So Rihanna, I think she's pregnant.
Dang.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, good for her.
Now,
She
Nah,
didn't.
fuck that.
At least she didn't do like how Nicki Minaj did and said, "I'm gonna step away from the game and start a family."
So
At
you
least she
think-
just went and did the shit and was just worried about her. You know what I'm saying?
or she could have just did it like Cardi, just be pregnant and
just
do a
did
thing.
it. Yeah,
And then just show out and
Right?
let everybody know while you
Like
bossing.
why we giving a PSA about you doing some?
Cause the barbers care, man.
Or because guess what?
You know you a barb.
when you
I'm playing.
I was just about to kill you with this fucking wine stopper, my nigga.
playing.
So that's where I think it's kind of different is when you're at Rihanna's success.
Yo,
When you're at
That's my table, nigga.
all right, man.
when you at Rihanna's
Much
success,
wine. A little aggressive.
Cut him off.
the real spud is coming out. Everyone,
Don't fucking. Where's the bathroom?
you fucking told me.
Hey.
You told me.
Can you like hit me with the Dragon Ball Z shit to where I Super Saiyan?
Oh sure.
Oh, I bet.
I'm not gonna do it, so you can look crazy.
Why don't you just do it like the kid in the YouTube video?
I don't know.
I have the power of God and anime
see
on my
that?
side.
Oh, the black kid.
Yeah,
That shit look wild. What were you saying?
He's like,
You gotta try.
What were
all
you
that.
saying?
my name is Nathan, and I am a Super Saiyan. And he's sweating, right?
Why are you wet?
What were you
that
saying,
kid was mad
Brogan?
funny. I think when you reach the success of Rihanna, like you don't care if you making music anymore. She's past music to where Nicki,
But Nicki had a lot of success.
she
She's
had
been up there.
success, but nothing like that. She ain't be
Especially
dropping
not outside of
continuing
music.
number one. Especially she ain't got shit outside. Hey, you know what's crazy? Even with Cardi, I think is another thing that Nicki's not gonna like is that Cardi was in that movie with
Yep.
Jennifer Lopez,
Yep.
and people are saying Cardi does pretty good in it. And Cardi, like people are saying, like they wish she was in it more because she was funny and she was good in the movie. Nicki Minaj tried to get
Better
into
be, she's a
movies.
stripper.
Damn, she played
Ex-stripper.
That's perfect for her role, huh?
But
Whore?
Nicki Minaj,
Damn.
wow.
What?
Nicki Minaj tried to get into movies, and she was trying to do like Dame Dash level type movies
Yeah,
where it was all
nah.
B movies and stuff, and her acting was horrible. Horrible. I saw
coulda
one
swore-
clip and that shit
What?
was horrible.
I could have swore I seen a movie with Nicki in it. There's probably a couple movies.
and you don't remember it, huh?
I know I seen a movie with Nicki in it.
I've never.
Oh, Barbershop 3. She definitely in that.
Oh,
Great. How'd she do?
I don't like it.
Exactly.
I mean, I like the movie, but I don't like her part.
Exactly.
She a whore in that.
Like a legit one.
I mean,
like is she a legit whore in that?
no.
Well, who the fuck cares?
She's not a whore in it. She just
James Harden's a whore. I just said it about a man. We're good.
all right.
Drake is a whore.
What else do we have going on? I could have sworn you
so
said
Something about horses.
Apart from Rihanna, part of Rock Nation and all that, Meg the Stallion.
Meg the
that's the
Stallion.
We
horse.
said last week
The whore.
that we had a top 5 women who's hot, and obviously Meg is up there with the hot girl summer and all that.
I ain't gonna
Some
lie.
omissions. Rhapsody should
I ain't
be up
gonna
there.
lie. That
I heard something from Rhapsody actually today.
I ain't gonna lie.
Cold bars.
Cold. Rhapsody should be up
bars.
there.
Meg
Totally
the-
forgot. Apologize
Meg
for
the
Rhapsody,
Stallion,
but even though
that's,
our word
that's
don't
a
care.
cold little name.
Yeah.
Meg the Stallion. That's a cold
Well,
name.
she got her nerd girl. What is it?
Hot Girl Summer.
no,
No, what's
it's
was Smart Girl winner? or
no,
something?
it's
I heard Cold Bitch winner.
You see 21 Savage? He said, "Fuck boy, fall."
oh wow.
That sounds about right. All the Tims are going to be coming out with the slick backs.
And the polo vest.
Oh my
puffer vest.
God.
What did they call it?
Well, you know
I
what
think it was Smart Girl winner.
Something semester. Hot girl semester.
because she is in school.
No, it's not hot girl semester. It's something semester.
She is in school, so that kind of plays, the marketing.
Yeah,
I like
you're
it.
right.
I like
It was something semester.
I like
something
it.
semester.
But anyways, she just signed with Rock Nation,
That's cool.
That's
and
what's
that's
up.
pretty cool because Rock Nation did help Rihanna own all her masters at a young age, so that's pretty cool. So she getting all her bread.
They out here.
That's good. That's a good little look for
They're a better management team than a record label.
because they're more for the artists. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
I think it's
all
fall
the
girl
other-
semester.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is, it's terrible.
Whatever the fuck it is.
So yeah, that's a good look.
Yeah, that is a good look.
Rock Nation do their thing.
That is dope.
Jay doing his thing. We're gonna see what he do with this NFL.
I
thing,
hope
though.
she not just like one of those one that be in and out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because
Microwave.
a lot of because a lot of like from what I've seen, a lot of female rappers just be in and out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Meg can stay. I think she's
So,
got enough.
we'll see. She got.
She not that
My
cute though.
God. Wow. Fellas.
My opinion.
All right.
Is that your opinion, Rudo?
That's my opinion.
I mean,
Pig.
did we have something else that you was about to?
Nah. So apart from that, what you got for music?
some music.
Music
I
this
think
week.
Rogan got some shit lined up. He out here scrolling through the album work.
Man, I just that's where I grab my music from.
The album work.
Someone sent me a couple tracks.
Let us know.
I'll let you know in a second.
I hope these people that sent you these tracks are solidified.
So yeah, of course.
All right,
So
then.
YBN Corday, Lost Boy. I heard that's a fire track.
Okay.
I heard about it.
Ross PM2.
I don't know who that. Oh,
Rick
okay.
Ross?
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Okay.
The album we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Well, just a song.
Just the track.
Joel Monday, Little Brother. May the Lord watch.
Joel Santana?
No man.
Who?
Ortiz.
Who the fuck?
Nigga,
Who thinks
you
of
don't know-
Joel Ortiz?
Nigga.
You don't think
said-
of Joel Ortiz?
No, you didn't say Joel. You said Joel.
Well, yes, you did.
Oh my bad.
Come on,
That's
man.
why we
My
need
bad.
full names here.
My bad.
Come on, man.
I was like, oh shit, Joel Santana dropped something. He's like,
oh, come on, man.
he said Ortiz. Peasants.
Y'all done?
Yeah, we finished.
You finished or you done?
That's
Ortiz, fool.
That's all I
Fuck
got.
with Santana around here.
That's all I got. So that was it.
Ortiz is good, but man, you had my hopes up. I was like,
Yeah,
Joel
I thought it was
Santana
I
out
thought
here?
it was a Santana track.
Nah, hell, he's done.
Hey, his verse on
Little Boy Fresh.
no.
Run it.
When he's like, get in the car, sit in the car, don't touch nothing.
Look, you don't even know the name of the song.
Yeah,
That's
no.
how old that is.
But
Isn't
that's
that
a
Oh Boy?
cold verse. No, it's not Oh Boy. That's a cold verse, but we done.
Go ahead, Spud.
Is that a boy?
No, it's not Oh Boy. You don't have nothing else?
That's it.
That was it.
So what'd you say again? Go ahead and run it back for me one more time. I appreciate it if you do that.
YBN Corday, Lost Boy,
Lost Boy. I'm gonna have to listen to that.
True.
Rick Ross,
Rick Ross.
PM2, Joel Ortiz, Monday, Little Brother, May the Lord watch.
I'm gonna listen to that one. That one sounds like a real deep track.
Sound like something y'all need, the Lord. Who's next?
This nigga right here.
Let me drink my wine.
Lord.
As you go ahead, Brogan. Go ahead and go
The
ahead.
Lord
Give-
said, "Drink to not
What
get
did
drunk."
the Lord do? You turn water into what? Say no more.
It also says, "Drink to not get drunk."
Go ahead and what do you got, Brogan? Let them know what's
Well,
up.
Couple tracks I got this week. One that I heard catchy when I don't remember what. I think it was at like the bowling alley or something. But this song came on. It's by
Bone Alley, who were you with?
Just
You
by
were bowling?
Yeah, by myself.
Nah, hell nah.
Just did a couple.
You
games.
went by yourself.
Yeah, it was on my birthday. No, I heard it after that. It was
That's
On your
weird.
birthday, you went bowling?
I always go bowling.
By yourself?
Everybody's working.
That's
What
weird.
time did you go bowling? In the middle of the day?
Like at 2.
You're weird,
I was
bro.
about to say, nah, that's not weird.
That is weird.
How?
Niggas is at work.
You going bowling at 2 by yourself?
Hey, can you get your
I'm
arm
doing
from
what I
behind me,
want.
nigga? Get your arm from behind me.
Anyways, it's by Rita Ora.
My balls hurt now.
It's called "Only Want You" featuring Black. Is that how you say it?
Black, yeah.
Okay,
With the
that's
six-
what I
He even
was
says on
thinking.
one of his tracks, like, everybody calls me Six Flag, but it's Black.
I know it's not Six Flag. I knew it was Black something, but I didn't know if they put like keep
Yeah,
mentioning
Black
the
is
six.
cold.
But yeah, it's "Only
Yeah,
Want You"
Black got
featuring
some
Black.
tracks.
So yeah, I like that. And then the other one is a reggae influence. It's a cover of Sarah Smile, I think it's like an 80s or 70s song. It's an old rock song. It's by Big Mountain. It's a reggae style. It's pretty good. Like when I heard it the first time when I was walking through a store at the mall, I heard it. I was like,
some
this is pretty
culture
dope.
vulture shit. If you ask me.
Big Mountain. Keep going, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you could, but me hearing another culture cover up a song from my culture, I think, oh, that's cool. I don't automatically get offended.
What else you got, bro?
That's just me.
What's your culture?
I'm just white. White.
You already said that.
That's not a culture.
I mean, nowadays you could ask a lot of people and they'd say that that's it.
I would say like culture would be whatever Irish people do, like drink.
I'm a mix of everything.
Which is funny that Brogan doesn't drink at all.
Yeah.
Even when I do drink, my tolerance is to the
And his
roof.
hair's not red.
I've been told lately, people are like,
And you
"What's
don't
your
have
red hair?"
And you don't have an O in your name. Your last name, like O'Malley,
Sams.
O'Brien.
Oh, Sam's.
Come on, man.
O'Neal.
Finish it.
No, that's all I had.
Shut the fuck up and let him fucking finish,
Rita Ora,
bro.
Only Want You featuring Black, and then Big Mountain, Sarah Smile. It's a pretty dope track. So I gave you a little variety in there for y'all.
I fucks with it.
I fucks with these crab cakes.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm gonna lie a little bit. No, I'm not. I've been running back through the 2000 stuff, to be honest with y'all.
Cash money.
All the 2000s.
The 99 and
It's
the 2000s.
been wild the whole fucking week. But some new shit. Shout out to our podcast one time. But there's this song called My Slime by Billionaire Burke. So
Shit, we need to get that.
it's pretty
trademark.
smooth. It's pretty smooth. Check it out. It's called
Put a cease and desist on
My
it. Take this down, sir.
It's called My Slime and featuring Gunna. So it's by Billionaire Burke. And then lately, I heard a track by Taney, Jesse Reyes, and Tory Lanez called "Feel It Too." It's got a real island ting type of song or vibe.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the midnight hour, the beginning of the midnight hour by fucking High Dollar Sign, Skrillex, and somebody else. The beginning of that shit before the beat cuts in is cold to me. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all.
Have y'all listened to Juicy Smollett?
Nah. That's
Jesse?
not a fucking music, man.
Jesse Smollett.
That's not
It's,
music,
it's
man.
Juicy Smollett. What the fuck? He's French.
Oh my god.
You obviously haven't watched the fucking Dave Chappelle shit yet.
No, I haven't.
And you're a horrible human being for not watching it.
You would understand that joke.
How long is it?
It's about an hour and a half.
It's a good view. You gonna pay attention the whole day. But back to this 2000 shit.
Hit us with the 2000s.
Run it.
Bruh, there's a bunch of shit in here that I.
Run your top 5.
And the 2000s, I can't.
nah.
I can't.
Run something.
Just give us
I
some
can't.
songs.
Like,
What you been listening
it's Friday
to? Swell?
13th. I'm trying to be outside.
So I'm gonna go back to the 90s then. If I'm gonna give you a couple songs, this is How We Do It, Montel Jordan.
Okay.
No Diggity, Blackstreet.
Okay.
Blackstreet. Let me go deep,
You Know What's Up.
deep,
Donnell Jones.
deep.
Okay.
How Deep Is Your Love, Drew Hill. You know Cisco out here
big as
acting
my
a fool. Wow.
4 inches.
Wow.
Pretty underwhelming.
Wow. That's all I had for the little
Love is
shit
very
in the
deep.
90s.
Shallow love.
For the Cool in You, Babyface.
Shallow Love.
That's a smooth little song. For the Cool in You, Babyface.
Very narrow.
If y'all go back and watch one of those episodes off of Family Matters.
Yeah.
Remember when he came through with the white suit? When he finally turns into
Stefan?
Smoothest shit ever. Hey, that was the song that they played. Was the Cool in You?
Okay.
How was it?
Smoothest shit ever.
How did he dance? That chick, he was
remember
like,
Yeah, he hit her. Yo, you gotta watch that episode.
"Be cool, baby."
With the biggest
Oh
suit
my God,
ever.
Stefan!
The biggest suit ever.
Where can they find this at?
Yes,
Oh, are we there?
Justin.
Unless y'all got something else for me. You got something else for me?
No, I didn't know we were there.
We already
I didn't know
had
you
it.
were done.
We
Oh,
let
yeah, I'm
that's
down
the
with
host job.
Yeah, I didn't know we were done.
But you gotta call it out and then he do his shit.
I will. I get
But
you.
let's make sure he get it right this time.
Okay.
Rudo, tell the people again, where can they find us?
You know, fuck all that. Subscribe, man. All right,
Hey,
subscribe to YouTube.
For real, share this shit too with y'all people, man.
Like it, comment.
And then send us shit, man. If y'all send us some topics to talk about, like shout out
y'all
to
attacking
my
these
sister
people.
one time, _ Queen Nisi on Instagram, because she sent me that category we talked about with the swimmer. Send us some shit, bro. Like we're here to talk about whatever. You know what I mean?
We want to hear back from the people.
straight
Saying,
up.
like, you guys need like
Topics,
y'all
life
got-
events. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
life
saying?
events going on. You want a perspective on that? Like we here to talk about whatever. We don't got rules on what we talk about.
But you can find us on IG at That's My Slime Podcast. You can hit us up on Twitter at That's My Slime Pod. And hit us on email at That's My Slime Podcast at gmail.com. Anything else, fellas?
Hey, that's a good way to end the week for me. It's time
Friday
to go
13th.
ahead and
What
get in
y'all
the
doing?
weekend. I'm about to get into some freaky shit.
It's a full moon out. This dude. It's Friday 13th.
That's Friday the 13th. I'm about to get. I'm
And
about
there's
to
a
get
full moon out,
into
literally.
motherfucking some freaky shit. I'm not playing around.
Okay.
Rudo,
Yes, sir.
about time. Fade us out.
To getting some. Hey, ladies.
He is to the East Coast, what Snoop is to the West Coast.